and He's the one who gave you life. He put your parents in charge of you to look over Him and to direct you in God's ways. That's what it's all about, So just, I just want to really tell you guys about that when you disobey your parents, you disobey God. Disrespecting your parents. And not only your parents, it could be your guardian, it could be your teacher. So then just whoever looks over you, whoever just looks over your well-being. So if you disrespect whether a police officer, how many know if you disrespect a police officer, you'll be in the back of the car with handcuffs? So there's rules. So a police officer, you break the law here. The same thing as the rules to your parents. If you disobey your parents, you get punished. Discipline. So I'm going to go ahead and just wanted to share that with you. It really doesn't matter if you share with the right attitude too. You got to share with the right attitude. You got to obey and honor your parents with the right attitude. I remember, I'm going to share a real quick story. I remember back in the days with my grandma, actually my mom, she told me to clean my room. I was only like 11 years old, living there in Bologna. And I remember my mom telling me to clean your room. I didn't listen to her. And I was like 11, 12 years old. I remember she passed by about a half an hour later. She just gave me a little bit of time, man. Ain't no grace there. She looked at the room all messy. Man, she took off her sandal and wham, she threw it. That's some real stuff. How many of your parents been around, your grandmas, and your father and your mother back then? There was some real discipline, man. They say, let me take your cell phone away. Let me turn off that internet. Let me go ahead and hey, give me your laptop. No, back then, man, you got a hose, man. You got a station cord. Keeping it real. Back to that story. So, my mom, man, she got that sandal, and I wasn't even that far away. I was from here to that sister right there. She got it. Wham! She threw the sandal. Man, I was young and healthy. I looked. Man, and that sandal broke the window. Ooh, man, I should have just kept like that. Let her hit me, man. Let that sandal hit me, man. Because when that happened, she got more upset. But when I really had it, man, she took care of business, man. And I just wanted to share that, man, because now these days, man, it's a little slack in here, but we're just gonna believe as I continue on. We're gonna believe that God's gonna move here tonight in the lives of not only teens but parents. I can remember, because our actions also matter. When we don't obey our parents, sometimes we go off when our parents think, they say, or our guardians, they say we shouldn't, don't use drugs, and they're saying it for a reason, don't use drugs. Because what happens when you use drugs, man, you're going way out in left field, man. So, plain and simple, don't use drugs. Drugs are real dangerous. I want to show a real quick picture, how can I say this? How dumb, how ignorant the devil used your team. There's a drug out there called ecstasy. And matter of fact, I brought some samples real quick. So, do you guys see this? You guys got to get some education today. If you guys see this, I'm going to keep it real. You guys see this in closets of your teeth? If you see this in the closet, the drawers of your teeth, that's what's going on right there. That's ecstasy. That's ecstasy in the right in the life of teeth. Look at how they look. They got a baby thing on their mouth. You know what that's for? That will grind your teeth, because they think you can start grinding your teeth. But this keeps them away. I don't want to put it on because I got it from I don't know where I got it from. That's what I want to put it. It's just people like that. You put it back in my pocket. I don't want no germs carrying around. But look here, I just really, I was pointing, but look at that, man. Look how that team looks. Man, these lost, you can tell right there. You got that bib on. You got what do you call that? Pacifier. And he's probably like, I'd say about 14, 15 maybe. And he has a pacifier, man. That's the devil, man. He plays around with our kids, man. Look at that. Get some all-come kids and all that. That's what we gotta, as parents, we gotta pray and we gotta come before the Lord. And that, there's a battle. This is real stuff right here. There's a battle. This is going on. And this is really going on really, really deep. That's just one of the drugs. There's heroin, there's crack cocaine, there's other stuff. And it all comes from not obeying your parents. And when you don't obey your parents, what happens is is just a picture. That's the reason she's up here. Let's get over Angel real quick. That's the team, right? Let's get over Angel, man. God, if the teens, if we have our hearts real hard, it's like clay. God can't do anything through that when the clay is hard. But as you allow teens and parents, as you allow and open up yourself, to God, He'll start molding and shaping and putting shape into that hard clay. Hard meaning wrong attitude, stuck in your teeth when your parents tell you to clean your room. Bang! And you still go do it when you do it with the wrong attitude. Now, what is that called? You're still obeying, but what's the other word? To obey is honor. Are you honoring? You're not honoring because that honor means respect. It means giving reverence, not only to your parents, once again, to God. That's what it all boils down to. Giving reverence to the Lord. So keep that in mind, So you just make sure, man, when you guys are honoring and obeying your parents, you do it with the right attitude, with the smile, okay. They ask you, can you wash the dishes? Can you throw the trash? Just go do it with the right attitude. You'll see that God not only will move in your heart and begin to mold and shape your heart, but also will move in the life of the heart of your parents, of your guardian, of a teacher. They'll start working together. You'll see that God will begin to put you guys together, see in a loving, godly way. You see, you'll get closer. And that's what the devil, man, he thinks, man. He thinks like if you go ahead and you listen or you obey your parents with the right attitude, he makes it seem like if you do that, you're a chump. He makes it seem like, tell the teens, man, you don't have to do that. You don't have to obey and honor your parents, man. But when you do that, I challenge you guys tonight, man. Teens, every teen out there, that after this is over, go out there, man, and obey what your parents tell you. I hope you guys remember this tonight, man. And not coming from CAIN, but this is God's word. It says obey and honor your parents. We need to really do that. And because it'll take you out the way there, it'll take you way out there, and your life can be short here on earth. Your life can just dwindle away real quick. And you guys I know you guys are getting older. When you were 13, you couldn't wait till you become a little older, 17 or 18. Now you're 18, and you can't wait till you become 21, so you can, be legally just keeping it real, just so you can buy alcohol and stuff like that, man. But that's no good stuff, man. It'll destroy your body. Just today, there was this is a sad story. There was this lady that passed away today. She passed away. She passed away because she had cancer. She got cancer. But all of that is from her past, even though she stopped like 25 years ago. Man, your action that you take right now, that you're young, you're going to see that in the future, if you do a wrong action, you're going to carry the consequences even 25 years from now. Yeah. And I'm not no one to judge, but looking now, she carried all that with her, and she passed away today. But man, she still had all that stuff she had to deal with 25 years ago, even though she was at the right place at the right time. And I believe she was a born-again Christian. I really do truly believe that I had some time to share with her, to share the love of Christ. I did have a time, so I just want to really encourage you guys to don't think about it when you're young right now. Don't say, I'm young right now, man. I still got a lot of years to go. I can go out there and clubbing. I can go out there and I don't have to obey what my parents say. I can do my own thing. It says in the Bible, pride comes before destruction. Destruction will come if you arrive with pride. It'll come. Try it out, test it. And I hope and pray you don't. Because you will get burned at the end. Because the devil will play with you, just like that teen with that pacifier. With that thing that written in all that different colors. So I really want to share that with you guys. God has a purpose for your life. He has a purpose for your life. So I also wanted to share with you guys that when you obey and honor your parents, man, you just think about the great big smile as God looks over, because He sees everything you do in dark. in everything you see in life.
Yeah.
So just keep it in mind. Next time you're doing something wrong, man, know this. God is watching you and He sees you. And He's your Father and He sees you. When you do good, you bring a big smile to His face. That's my child right there.
Yeah.
You see my child? That's my child reading the Bible. You see him right there? You see her right there? That's my child, man. That's my child praying. You see that child? That's my child obeying and honoring my parents. You see, when you do that, so just give God a chance, man. I really want to, man, I keep saying that because if you give God a chance, you'll see that He'll begin to mold and shape that clay, man. You'll see, man, that transformation will start to take place. A transformation that no person can stop. Not bad company corrupts good morals, so that's another thing. If you're hanging around with the wrong crowd, if them teens are disrespecting the parents, most likely, sooner or later, if you don't, you're going to start disrespecting, not obeying, and honoring your parents. Why? Because if you're hanging around with bad people, if they're out there, bad company, and they're out there, and all they think is about blood, all they think about not really doing, they're at school, but all they're thinking about is they're at school to sell some pills, drink alcohol during school. Sooner or later, if you hang around with the bad people, sooner or later they're going to bring you down. That's another thing right there. So be careful who you hang around with. Says in the Word. That's the truth. That's not King's word. It's the living God. He says that if you have pride, that will be destruction. If you hang around bad company, it stays on the Word. It'll corrupt you. But man, we're going to believe and pray and ask that God will make a change your life. Because that's what it's all about. Transformation taking place here in the life of every teen.
Amen.
It's kind of quiet in here. There's another thing real quick. There's over, when you obey and you honor your parents, that before the Old Testament, thanks to Jesus Christ that died on the cross for us, back in the past, when you disobeyed your parents, I believe they used to stone you to death. Look it up on Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. It states right there how kids, if you didn't obey and honor your parents, you were stoned to death. Deuteronomy 28:18-21. When a man has a stubborn son, a real rebel, who won't do a thing his mother and father tell him, and even though they discipline him, he still won't obey, his father and mother shall forcibly bring him before the leaders at the city gate, and say to the city fathers, this son of ours is stubborn and rebel. He won't listen to a thing we say. He's a glutton and a drunk. Then all men of the town are to throw rocks at him until he's dead. See, I'm not making that up. That's the word right there. That's the Old Testament. But thank be to God that we're not in the Old Testament. Man, how many teens? There wouldn't be no teens here today, man. Remember, if that was still there, there wouldn't be no teens. There wouldn't be no teens alive today. But thank be to God that we got Jesus Christ, by Jesus' blood, sanctified, purified, and we got hope. And God is the only one that can change everything's heart here in this place.
Amen.
What He'll do, if you give Jesus Christ a chance, He'll give you a new heart. And look at what comes out of that heart today. You got a heart after your own people's heart. Jesus Christ people. So give Him a chance. So I encourage you teens, I leave you with this, I encourage you guys teens to obey and honor your parents. You'll see that your relationship between you and your parents and your guardian, whoever watches over you, you'll see it'll get built up.
Yes.
Unshakable. No matter what comes, a problem arises, you have to talk it out, work it out. Not get in the internet and start trying to get your own wisdom. But God has put parents there for a reason. He has given them wisdom, God's wisdom, to raise you up the best of their ability. So I leave you with that. God bless you, guys.